Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are staying at the B&B Hotel at Disneyland Paris, and I thought I would film a little tour of the hotel and give you a review, so enjoy. So, B&B Hotel is a sister hotel of Disneyland Paris. This means it is not Disney themed, but it is close to the park and it has a shuttle service to the park. It's in the group with Dream Castle Hotel, Grand Magic, and a few others, but they're the ones that I have on the top of my head. It's the best value for money, in my opinion, of all those hotels. I believe it is the cheapest price of all of them that offer the shuttle and are in the group. So we paid about £100 per night, and that was for a room. There was two of us, so obviously technically £50 per person per night, but we could have split this with the four because there was 4 beds in the room, which we'll show you shortly. So technically you could bring this all the way down to being £25 per night. So the decor is pretty basic, but it is really lovely, and it was Christmas time when we visited, so it was all decorated. In the lobby, they've got a few different cases with lots of different Disney merch, and they've also got a Disney boutique, which I believe all of the sister hotels do have, and this is the same Disney merch you'll find at the park. So really handy if you just want to grab some things in the hotel and not have to carry them around the park. There's always a good selection in all of these hotels in their shops, so a really good place to do a little bit of shopping. Then, like I said, it was really nicely decorated for Christmas, so we wandered down these hallways. There was a small arcade area as well on the way down these hallways, and this took us into the dining area. So we had breakfast included with our stay for the £100 per night, and again that was split between two of us, could be split between 4. I believe it would all be the same price, so really good value for money, in my opinion. I believe it was €8 if you wanted to just pay for the breakfast. So I guess you probably can book and not have the breakfast included, or I guess you could travel to the hotel to have it. I just saw a sign saying it was €8, but it was really good value. It was very, I guess, European as opposed to sort of like your typical English breakfast. So we're from England, so we kind of think, you know, like English fry up sort of breakfast. It definitely wasn't that. They had beans and sort of omelette, which was really nice actually. They didn't have eggs, they didn't have, you know, bacon, sausage, anything like that. But personally, I mean, who cares, you know? It's one of those things, there's things to eat. So those are your beans and omelette. They had loads of croissants, like Nutella, jam, stuff like that to go with that. Lots of different bread options. They had some cheese, yeah, lots of bits and bobs, and of course cereal. They also did have a toaster, which was good, because when we stayed at Dream Castle down the road, they didn't have it. There was also a small play area in the sort of restaurant area, and there was a bar, which we were never at the hotel when the bar was open, because I think it opened at 5 p.m, but we were literally always at the park. But that's good to know if you would use that. There was also a gorgeous little terrace, which I imagine if you went in summertime, you could probably eat your meals out there. But the dining area itself was really nice. There was a really beautiful view of sort of I guess trees and a lake, it looked as though, out of the window. So yeah, really nice area to sit. So as far as we saw, there wasn't any sort of play areas outside. There was a small area with 2 sort of, I don't know what you call them, rocking chair things for kids to play on. But there really wasn't much else, which is fine, but just something to be aware of, because if you did want sort of entertainment for your kids, we definitely, when we were in Dream Castle, they had like an indoor and outdoor play area, an outdoor pool, indoor pool. They had a little bit more, I guess, for kids to do. But personally, I just think when you're staying at Disneyland Paris, I just don't think you need that much going on. Like, you're probably going to be going to the park every day anyway. So yeah, just something to keep in mind there. And then heading up to our room, I really liked that it was key codes on the door. So instead of actually having a card or a key, you just had to remember a code, which was super easy. I just thought it was really convenient. And we booked a double room, so it was just for 2 people. And when we got inside, there was actually 2 single beds and a double bed. It was actually a very big room. I was really surprised for what we paid for it. Like, it very, very spacious. It had an open wardrobe area. The one thing it didn't have was a safe. I don't know if you could ask for one of those or go to any rooms that did have them. And something else it didn't have was a fridge, you know, mini fridge, kettle, anything like that. But there was a sign that said you could upgrade to a room that did have that, so you could have paid a little bit more to have it. But I think realistically, for what we were doing during our stay, we just didn't need it. Maybe in the summer you would want it, or if you had kids with you, but we didn't need it. But I can't remember how much it was, but you can upgrade to a room that does offer that. Yeah, the room was really clean. The bathroom was pretty small, but again, for 2 people, it was fine. I think if there was 4 of you and you were all adults, it may have been a little bit of a squeeze, but it was perfect for us. And yeah, really was impressed actually. Super basic sort of decor, but lovely and clean, really freshly done. I'd definitely stay here again, to be honest. And our room looked out into this gorgeous little courtyard. I popped outside to film the actual courtyard, but the view was lovely. And I think we were on the inside of the hotel, but if your room was on the outside, you still have a great view, I believe, because I think you'd have the view the dining area has. So you'd have sort of like the trees, so really lovely. And then getting to the park, so really important part here, they had a shuttle bus, but something I really feel like would be good to be aware of is that this hotel is the last pickup of every hotel in this group to go to the park. So quite often the bus would come, so this is the bus, it would get to you and it was completely full, like there was no way to get on it. So 2 days we did end up Ubering. So just something to be aware of, especially if you've got pushchairs, wheelchairs, anything like that. Obviously you're going to need a little bit more room. And on the other end, coming back from the park, this is the same no matter where you stay with the shuttle, to be honest. But it is hard to get on that shuttle after the fireworks at 10:30 in the evening. So just, again, something to be aware of. We did quite often get an Uber. The Ubers were only €12 though. And if you wanted to walk, it is 35 minutes. They also had a locker room. I've never seen this before at a hotel, but it was really good. You could pay to just rent a locker to have your stuff in through the day. So obviously if you were checking in or out. So really safe. I thought this was a great idea. And there we go, guys. That is the end of our B&B hotel review. I'd really recommend this hotel in terms of it being really good value for money. The breakfast was really good. It kind of had everything you needed. It is obviously a cheap option if you want to make Disney a little bit more affordable, especially with a family. Yeah, it kind of has everything you need. Nice and easy. The shuttle wasn't difficult. If you have any questions, comment below. And don't forget to subscribe for more Disney content. I've got vlogs of this trip to Disney for each day. And then I've also got a tour of Dreamhouse Castle, which is a similar hotel to this one with a bit more theming. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.